On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Shot, 17. Let's go now.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. That one complete to Leggett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, 37-yard line. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Young going to give to Brooks. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. He was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
Going quickly here to Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brian Thomas Jr. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, go. 30 left. Hey, go. High.
Here's Lawrence. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Hey.
Lawrence. A short throw to Musgrave. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go. Black ultra. Blue.
Young to throw it. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a game of 40. And the Panthers first down.
They go play action. Young. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
33, yellow.
Here is Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15.
97.
First down.
5-6.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good one there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Escapes the defender. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Derek Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Let's take it inside his own 40. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Carolina.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Josh Hines-Allen there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
There's Trimble, the tight end. Calling a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8.
Ready.
Now Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
8-yard pickup. Brings up 4th
Trouble,
down
38.
and 1.
White. Drill green. Blue striker. Set.
4th down, Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
Young off the play fake. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7th. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Ready up.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Green jet, 33. Yellow. Blaster, 6. 5.
Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And the Jaguars.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. What an effort. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks, 61 yards. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Jaguars nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. This ball caught by Strange. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brenton Strange, 30 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Young now. That's pulled in by Brooks.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Red, yellow. Down. Red, 10 black.
It'll be Young again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Ready.
Young quickly to the flag. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's first and 10.
Ball 33, yellow.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that'll be Complete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Right side to Watson.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On red. It's on his hot. 30 left.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up second down.
Thomas Jr. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Take right
at
open.
the 46-yard line.
All right, let's go. 11. Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. They'll get this out to Tootin.
They can't tackle him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Got a man. That's Legette. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3rd and 3.
Guard 10. Black Ultra. Set.
Here's Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
There'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, red. 10 black. Yellow. Hey.
The slot man in motion right.
Trouble. 38.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Here we go. Here we go. 45.
Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
50, green.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think that,
well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
36-yard line.
They'll run right here with Brooks.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready. Ready.
Once again, it's Brooks.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now. Yeah, striker. 3-3.
Young working out of the gun. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Check, pitch, hut.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1.
Hut, hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And now comes the field goal unit on. And, boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11, 11. Go, let's go. Hey, so goes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. Here's 1st down.
Hey, kill.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2.
Hey, I'm going.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, 11.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Ready. 60 ready.
And Young's going to throw it here. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready?
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Out of the gun, it's Young. That is caught. And he will have a Panther 1st down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Well, here's Young.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. McMillan with it.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Young off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.